Hello, welcome again. I welcome everybody to this my vlog on my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for liking. You can still do more. I am begging you. Subscribe, like, comment, share. Do everything to make this go all around the world. I remain Damilola Mike-Bamiloye. We've been discussing how I ventured into the world of cinematography, and a quick recap of the last one. I spoke about how Mama Gloria called me. I spoke about how I've been looking at Ben Johnson. By the way, Daddy Ben Johnson, my dad's first movie was Return of Glorious Virgin. It was directed by him, yes, and he shot it also. So I've been looking at them. I was around, I think 2010 or 2009. I spoke about how that evangelist Damilola Mike-Bamiloye pushed me, challenged me, and how I've been seeing the passionate evangelist Kunle Adepoju. So now to today's episode. I stopped at the movie House on Fire. So the moment evangelist Damilola gave me the open check to ask him questions, I took it very serious, and since then till now he's been inviting me for locations, sometimes as continuity, sometimes I remember doing the sound of the manager and I returned back to being a cast. Then finishing, I went for service. I came back from service around that March, April 2017, I guess. Yes. So he sent me a message as I was rounding up service. God bless Evangelist Damilola Mike-Bamiloye. He sent me a message that Stalker location was coming up, and he wanted me to be his assistant director because he is acting, and J. Mikey will be coming to shoot. So he's acting and directing Stalker. Wow. So coming from POP, it was straight. All my bags, my luggages for service, I brought them down from Oshogbo to Ibadan to Stalker location. And the scene I joined them was that party scene, the wedding scene that evangelist Remilekun, now Adeshino, then Musiko, and evangelist Damilola Mike-Bamiloye were husband and wife. That was the scene I met them. So I was their stand director, and it was cool. I know he was giving me different tasks so that I can understand everything and then finally bounce on camera. So this man is so wonderful. All the times of neighbor next door, he would allow me to be very close to the camera. There are times, there was a time I now became his assistant, camera assistant, yes. You know, all those times of family next door, neighbor next door. He was engaging me. He didn't hide anything from me. I will ask him this, he will answer me, tell me, okay, this is how to do it, this is how to do that, okay, this is the reason I am doing this. It is not compulsory, you do your own like that, but I feel this is my own signature. This is how I love my field to be. You know, when he's doing his tutorials, it carries me along. This man is a wonderful man. God bless you, Di Baba. Thanks for all you have done for me. So he, when it was now time to shoot one of the movies, I think Mother-in-law my mother-in-law. He told me I'll be on the camera. I said, wow. He said, I'll be on the camera and I'll also assist with directing. Hey, that was a serious task. You shooting with 6D and all. I was tensed, but I started to read, started to think about the practicals, and he allowed me. Now, when my dad wanted to do a recent major movie titled His Son, my dad called me. He said, Toby, you are shooting this movie and I want you to take it with serious. God bless you, my dad, Evangelist Damilola, for putting me to flight. He said, I believe you can do it. You know the way a parent can encourage the child, that don't be scared, don't be this. So the moment he told me, I just shared with D Baba. He said, yes, that is it, Toby, you can do this. These are the rules. You know the rules already. Just go and apply it. I guess that was before mother-in-law. Yes, that was before mother-in-law. So you know the rules. He put me through some things again, gave me some push, encouragement. Feel free to call me anytime to ask questions. So I remember a day before the shoot, I called Evangelist Kunle Adepoju, explained to him, this is the challenge in front of me, this is the project, and my dad said I'm doing this. So I was expecting Evangelist Kunle Adepoju to say, no, you should not do it. Which film school have you gone to? What are you doing? How many films have you shot? What experience do you have? But I was surprised. This man said, Toby, yes, you are there now. We are there now. Now I'll be. He took me through a crash course on cinematography. I can't forget that day. He used a Canon 7D to teach me, and I was to use a Canon 60D to shoot the movie. So he took me through camera, light, and sound, but concentrated on camera. Wow! I can't forget that day. It was in his private room for study. And in that room, you cannot enter there and not come out learning something. He took me through some things in the camera, some buttons I needed to know how to navigate. He taught me a lot. I can't forget. God bless you, Brother Kunle. Thank you for all you have done for me. And so I spoke to my dad. Well, Brother Kunle has taught me little things. And I also brought on set some of the people that we've been working together at D Baba's location. I called Brother Wale and I spoke to him privately. I was like, Brother Wale, you know this is the first time I'm doing this. I don't want people to know that this is the first time, but in case I'm doing something wrong, just try to call me aside and tell me. Don't let people, you understand, I'm your brother. You know, that kind of thing. Brother David Dosumotu was around, and then scripture even says, it talks about you not missing the road, you not perishing in the midst of counsel, in the midst of multitude of counsel. Scripture talks about it, so I so much believed in that. So I made sure there are people that were that have been in the doing of cinematography. I made sure they were on ground so that I can receive their advice, and then His Son is on my YouTube page. You can check for it. And thank God, His Son came. We were able to shoot it. I was a cast at the same time DOP. I had some 2-3 scenes to do. We had Brother Richard Omidiwora on set. We had Brotolu Adegbo on set. We had Mommy Sheyi Pedro. A lot of persons on that set. Yes. Anyofe, yes. Anyofe. Beloved. Who again? Yes. So that movie was a great one. I kept opening my ears to ideas, to advices, to corrections, and I want to thank God for my dad for not looking at me as that boy. When did you start drama ministry? You should not go and put a debt on me. I will now be finding money to repair a sports camera by a novice. He didn't see me as a novice. He looked into the future and saw this guy can do this. So we thank God. Yes, even though when I watch that movie, His Son, I see some errors, but for a start, I want to thank God for it. So that was it. I went to the Mount Zion Institute. Later on, I went to the Mount Zion Institute for my OCP, ACP, and then that was another way of equipping myself spiritually. And I met a friend there named, he was then Olumide Oki. He was not yet a pastor. He was not yet an ordained pastor. And we were friends till now. We are still friends. And this guy just received one fire. He wrote close to 200 scripts in about 2 weeks that were in the institute, which we shot one of it there with a phone. I used a phone to shoot, and since then, this brother, we can just be walking and a script will come, we quickly write. You say, Toby, he had a 60D camera then. Toby, yeah, let us shoot. It was his camera we used to shoot His Son and all those. Was it his camera? No, we used his camera for another movie. It was an evangelist Shegun Badejo that brought us his camera for His Son. So, Brother Olumide, writing, being spontaneous about writing, and I was the one to shoot it. So I used that opportunity to sharpen myself. He allowed me to display by my being a novice, my inadequacies. He allowed me to use his movies for practicals. You need to appreciate that man for me. So this one will quickly shoot, this one will quickly shoot. His slang was, want to be there. In English meaning, they have brought this idea again, I need to write. The way he talks about bringing ideas, like going to toilet, I'm pressed. That's how he does it. I'm pressed. I need to go and download. That's how he does it. And immediately he writes, he said, oh yeah, let's shoot. And that was how we shot some movies that have not been out till now. Salvador, some other ones like that. So he allowed me to use his movies, his short movies, as practicals. God bless you, sir. I appreciate you. Thanks a lot. And then I had a PVO in my life. Pastor Victor Olukoju also came at a point. I became a son, I became a spiritual son. I was doing his production manager. Brokunle Adepoju now happened to be the DOP he used when I was with him. So from a distance, I would study Brokunle. A little eating from Brokunle, a lot of eating from Dibaba, like that. I was learning on site, not in a film academy, film school like that. No, on site. I'll go to this one, look from a distance without disturbing the production, learn few things. So then PBO allowed me to be shooting his Beyond Entertainment shows. At a point also, Bro Damilola called me. That was when he just got the Black Magic 4K, and the point he got it, I was his assistant. I was his camera assistant. So sometimes I will also be on the camera. I remember Jailer, the movie Jailer, yes. I'll be on the camera when he's acting. He will tell me what to do. Toby, do this, do that. And it was fun. Jailer. And then fast forward to the train, yes. The train, the biopic of Evangelist Mike-Bamiloye. Wow. I was the camera assistant, keeping the lens, making sure the camera is in good order. Sometimes when Dibaba wants to make some motion shot, I'll be behind him. I posted a picture sometimes, and I made a write-up how I was guiding him, holding him, so that for stability's sake and all that. So the train was one of the location I learned, I observed, No, I can't forget. And after the train, our brother, evangelist Damilola Mike-Bamiloye, should I say promoted me? Yes. Gave me the privilege to now be a camera operator. I started with Abattoir, Bemi, yes, Bemi, part 2, part 1, my mother-in-law, what other movie? This movie that Yahoo Boy, Joshua was a Yahoo Boy. I've forgotten the title now. Legion, yes. Started and it's been marvelous. God bless you, D Baba. Thank you very much. Abejoye, yes. Nigerian part of Abejoye. I start Kai. Thank you very much, D Baba. Nigerian part of Abejoye, like that. And I think I've spent more time with the Black Magic than the DSLR, when we started using 2 cameras. When we started with a camera 4K, the Baba will be directing, and before I press record, he will come and check my frame. Okay, this is what you correct. Okay, sir, thank you, sir. Oh, yeah, shoot. D Baba is someone that he has his idea, but he will come, Toby, what do you think? What do you have to add? These are my plans. These are the shots I have in plan. Me too. I'll say, I don't have anything, but maybe we should do this one like this, track like this. You say, that's true. He's open to ideas. He's not sentimental about who is giving the idea. No. The person just started handling camera yesterday. No, he will listen. The worst is, no. He has a way of saying it well that we won't do that you won't feel bad. So he really exposed me to the camera, Even while shooting the train, I was a camera assistant, but there were times I was shooting, yes. There were times he allowed me to be on the camera. So you should always learn to thank people that give you their shoulders to lean, people that give you their movies to learn with. It is risky, but if you do it well, both parties will gain. So these people have risked their movies for me. People like D Baba, PBO, my parents, Brolumidioki. God bless these people. So and that was how the journey began. I became a friend of the Black Magic, shooting on and on like that. I can go on listing those movies, and I want to thank God for thus far. He has helped me. It's been a journey. I'm still learning. I've been on set with Daddy Kunle Adepoju. I think that was The Bond. Yes, The Bond. And I learned new things with him. Anytime I'm with a cinematographer, I try my best not to be distracted about learning. I drop what I know. I keep it. I don't drop it. I keep it somewhere, and I open space for new things. Look at what I can pick. So, and I want to thank God for thus far. He has helped me. There was a day D Baba called me specially to say, I watched so movie. Toby, I'm proud of you. You are doing great. I also shot some of J. Mikey's J and Josh. Yes, it's God. Let nobody come and say you are saying you shot. It is God. Let it be known that I said it is God. So I also shot some of them by the grace of God, and God is doing wonders. We are learning new things. So I'll be ending this episode by thanking all those people I have mentioned their name. I will do that again. First, my dad, Evangelist Dayo Olumoyiwa, and my mom, Evangelist Joke Olumoyiwa. I remember my mom was trying to save some money for me sometimes to get me a camera, which she could not. Kai. Thank you, mommy. God bless you. You know, the money had to be diverted for some other things that didn't work out, but I see your heart. Thank you. I also thank our father in the Lord, Evangelist Mike-Bamiloye, you know, allowing D Baba to put me on the camera for Abejoye, a movie that they have shot some parts in the US. Coming to Nigeria, I'm now putting one new boy there. But thank you, Daddy Mike. You know, when I finished on set, there was a day Daddy Mike called me. He called me, I was speaking to me. I'm not talking of phone call, physical. And we're talking, I said, I see the way you are shooting, the passion is there. You are going places, you know, encouragement. God bless you, Daddy Mike. Evangelist Segun Badejo, thank you very much. Pastor Olumide Oki, thank you very much. Thank you for allowing me to shoot Arewa by the grace of God. You know, Arewa, Alasheju, the projects he handled for the Mount Zion Institute diploma program. Thank you. PVO, Mouru, games, you know, Broccoli became busy at some point for games, and PVO said, Toby, you can do this. Let's, you know, and he pushed me also. Evangelist Damilola Mike-Bamiloye. I can't still forget that day on the staircase. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Evangelist Benope Johnson, thank you very much for the beats you have played in this story. Thank you very much. And some other persons I might not have mentioned, Brother Wale Fabome Green, Brother David Dosomo, Father Pentecost, yes, Father Pentecost, Evangelist Kayode Babalola. You know, after Mauru shoots, he was encouraging me that, you know, he loved what he was saying. Thank you very much. PFO, thank you. God bless you. Damye, Evangelist Damilola Olakunle Olayemi, thank you very much. Brother Samson Salawu, thank you very much. And every other person, Sister Tony in Spain, Evangelist Tony in Spain, thank you very much. Evangelist Wale Adeyi, thank you very much. And also Evangelist Wale Olukoju, the first and only son, biological son of PVO. You know, when we were shooting Man Down, I was on the second camera, and you know, he pushed me. There was a time I was not firm. I was seeing myself as a little person. I was like, Toby, no, because the person, the DOP was not from our field here, so the guy had gone here and there, but because I didn't have much experience, I felt and he said, no, Toby, you're a great person. Thank you very much, Evangelist Wale Olukoju. Thank you very much. And every producer that have allowed me to punch the camera, Sister Ruth Adepoju, thank you. My friends Yomi, thank you very much. J. Mikey, thank you very much. I can go on and on. Mommy Gloria, thank you for allowing me handle mother-in-law. Thank you. Hi Colin, thank you for allowing me. I can go on and on mentioning names, but I'd love to stop here. The journey is still far. I have a long way to go. But Richard, thank you. I have a long way to go. But before I get to that height, I'll keep trusting God for His leadings and opportunities to serve Him. Special thanks to my two sisters, Anu Morigba Olumuyiwa and Oluwaseun Olowokere. Thank you. I'm signing out. If there's any more things to discuss, you get to know. But for now, I remain Toby Olumuyiwa. I'm a child of God, your brother, your son. See you in greater places. Will remain the vessels of God. Keep sharing, subscribing, liking, and commenting. Expect more of these vlogs as time goes on. God bless you. Don't be scared to start little, because the big river you are seeing today started as a sometime drops of water. The gift of a man will make way for him. Do not despise the day of little beginning. So I'm challenging you, don't be scared. Don't be scared. Make sure you have the right persons around you that will push you. Don't be scared. Remember the story I told you about his son, my first major movie. I put people around me that can correct me and advise me and encourage me. So push on that dream, that vision. Push on. If it is a small phone camera that you have, start practicing with it, and the Lord will prosper the works of your hand. God bless you. Thank you. Peace out.